Hi folks, I had to go out and buy myself a new palm sander. I have been using a Bosch in the past. This is a Bosch 1295 DVS, and it's getting to the point where my paper wouldn't stick to the pad anymore. This is all wore out and the paper kept coming off. I was just going to replace the pad, but when I went to take it off, I noticed that it's really loose, and my assumption is that the bearings have totally wore out in this sander. And I needed something now. So I went to my local Home Depot and I picked up this Dewalt. This is a DWE6423K. I usually like Bosch sanders, but they didn't carry the Bosch brand, or at least the store I have didn't have any available for immediate sale. So I had to get this. I'm hoping it's going to be a good sander. This particular sander was not what I would consider to be an expensive sander. I think I paid around $90 for it. The Bosch that I had been using was quite a bit more than this. And I checked on Amazon as well, and the local Home Depot had about the same price on this as Amazon did, at least at the time that I checked. Get a nice little carrying case, little dust bag, After putting this through its paces, I can say that the paper sticks really well to this pad, which was a problem I was having with the Bosch. Of course, the Bosch is wore out, so that's not really a good comparison, but it also has a nice rubber lip right here. That'll protect your furniture or whatever you're sanding. If you bump up against it, it's not going to mar it up quite so much. This comes with 8 holes for your dust collector. You want to make sure you get the sanding pads that have the 8 holes on them, or you're going to restrict your flow somewhat. It has variable speed, and which is something I really like in a sander. I use that a lot. And the only problem I have with this sander is the switch. The switch is encased in like a rubber cover to keep it protected from dust, which is a really nice idea. My old sander, the Bosch, did not have this cover. It just had a rocker switch. This is a rocker switch as well, but for some reason that cover, I kept wanting to push it right in the middle, like it was a plunger type switch. It's not really a fault of the sander. It's more just that I'm used to something different, and I'll probably be alright with that. It's just going to take some time to get used to it. One disappointment with this sander that I have is, although this bag is easy to remove and empty and to reapply, it says in the manual that this is compatible with a Dewalt dust extraction system, which leads me to believe you have to buy a specific part if you want to hook this up to a dust collection hose. It would be nice if that was included so that you could decide to use either the dust collection bag or a dust collection hose right off your dust collection system. I'm sure that something can be shop made to work. I'd have to kind of give it some thought and look into it. Maybe go online and see if somebody else has come up with a solution to do this without having to buy another part. Considering the price point on this sander though, doesn't really surprise me. Felt vibration after using this for a half an hour really was pretty good. I was surprised at how much little vibration there was. A lot of times after using a palm sander, your fingers become numb, and if you kind of tap your fingers together and it, I don't know, makes your fingers feel really fat. But this really wasn't too bad. It has a nice comfortable handle. It's got the black plastic on here is really kind of I wouldn't say really spongy, but it's not really hard either. It's like a good dampening system, and it works really well. I don't know what it'd be like after using it 8 hours, but it certainly is. I think the felt vibration that I get from this is less than what I used to get with the Bosch that I was using. So overall, my initial impressions of this sander are pretty good. I'm really happy with it. Of course, I will do an update if in the future I find that this sander doesn't last very long, or if I find some other issues with it that come up with use. But for the first half hour of using it, I'm going to give it a 4 chisels up.